I'm so excited to have you join me today. Welcome to class. Our topic today is programming with Angry Birds. In this lesson, you will be using characters from the game Angry Birds to develop sequential algorithms to move a bird from one side of a maze to the pig at the other side. This is our first online activity on the Code Studio. Are you excited? Before the lesson, listen to an overview of the class.
Today, we're going to learn to program using a drag-and-drop language called Blockly. Blockly uses colorful instructions called blocks to build programs that you can use to solve puzzles. Under the hood, you're still creating code. Each puzzle you'll solve with the code is split into 4 main parts. On the left is the play area, where your program will run. In the center, you will see the toolbox area that holds all the blocks that you will need for each puzzle. To the right is your workspace, where you will drag blocks to build your program. Finally, above the workspace, you will see the specific instructions for each puzzle. Don't worry if you accidentally drag out a block that you don't need. If you have an extra block, simply drag it back into the toolbox to put it away. After you hit run, you can always hit the reset button to get your character back to the start so you can try again.
So now, do you know the meaning of Blockly? Blockly is a visual programming language used in Code.org's online learning system. Blockly is a visual programming language used or designed to teach beginners how to code. Blockly uses colorful instructions called blocks to build programs that you can use to solve puzzles. Each puzzle you solve with code is split into 4 main areas. The Code Studio is divided into 4 main areas. First, we have the play area. This is where the program will run. The play area is where the program will run. Next is the workspace area. The workspace area is where you will drag blocks to build your program. The workspace area is where you will drag blocks to build your program. The next is the toolbox area. This is where the blocks you will need for each puzzles are kept. Finally, we have the instruction area. This is where you will see specific instructions for each puzzle. Every puzzle has a new instruction, so always read the instructions before coding. So now let's head over to the Code Studio for our first plugged activity. Yay! Okay, now we're in the Code Studio. Our topic today, or the lesson for today, is programming with Angry Birds. So we are going to start programming. Choose the lesson you want to do. So this is Programming with Angry Birds Puzzle 2. Remember, I told you every puzzle has a different instruction. So the first thing to do is to always read your instruction. The instructions are there to guide you. Puzzle 2 says, for this puzzle, drag all of the blocks together and click run to watch it go. Remember, In the Code Studio, we have 4 main areas. We have the play area. This is where the program will run. We have the instruction area. This is where all the commands are displayed for each puzzle. We have the workspace area. This is where we are going to drag and drop our blocks. Then the toolbox area is where all new blocks are kept. So for this puzzle, we are simply to stack these blocks together in the workspace area in a linear sequence. So let's do this together. So I'm going to click on my move forward block and snap it to the when run. And I'll do the same here. And afterwards, what do? I hit the run button to watch my program run in the play area. Let's watch. That was fun, right? Now, this level says drag an extra move forward block out of the toolbox to finish your code. I have 2 blocks here in the workspace area. Is this all I'm to do? No. The instruction here says drag an extra move forward block out of the toolbox to finish your code. Do you know the toolbox area? This is a toolbox area. I'm taking an extra move forward block and I'm snapping it to others. Now I'm going to click the run to watch my program go. You can rate your puzzles. I love my puzzles. This is puzzle 4. This pig is ruffling my feathers. There is 1 extra block that is going to cause the bird to crash. Throw it away by unhooking it from the gray blocks and dragging it back to the toolbox. So in this set of puzzles, there are errors in here. I'm going to play this. I'm going to run this program. You watch and see. Can you see that? There's an error in our program. So what are we going to do? I'm going to remove the program. I'm going to remove the error. When there are errors in our program, we call that a bug. So bugs are errors in our program. Now let's see. We got it. Great job. Trace the path and lead me to the silly pig. So now we are going to program the bird to get to the pig. Let's get started. Now let's watch our program go. That was great, right? So there are certain terms we use in our coding classes. Number 1 is bug. Do you still remember the meaning of bug? Bug are errors. When part of your program is not working well, we say there's a bug in the program. So bugs are errors, they are flaws, they are mistakes in a program. Bugs are what? They are errors in our program. And if there are errors in our program, what do? We find those errors and fix it. The process of finding and fixing the errors is known as debugging. Debugging is finding and fixing the errors in our program. We also make use of the word algorithm. What is an algorithm? Algorithm are list of steps taken to solve a problem or to finish a task. Algorithm are list of steps taken to finish a task. And when we put our commands in the correct order, so computers can read the command, that is known as sequencing. Sequencing means putting commands in the correct order so computers can read the command. This brings us to the end of today's class. I hope you had lots of fun today. See you in our next class. Bye.